Welcome to Midnight Signal AI, where we break down the biggest artificial intelligence news shaping our world. Today is March 12th, 2026. Coming up, why letting advanced AI agents run wild could backfire, a new rift in the coding community, AI assistants dominating global search, and a shocking case of AI gone wrong in law enforcement. Plus, the rise of AI slop detection games, tools that automate content and websites, and why some hot AI startups may not be all they're cracked up to be. Let's get into it. Our lead story comes from the New Stack. Before you let AI agents loose, you'd better know what they're capable of. The article dives into the risks of agentic AI, the kind of autonomous systems that can act, plan, and adapt in the real world, not just generate text in a chat box. It argues that as businesses rush to deploy these agents, too many are underestimating the complexity and potential for unintended consequences.
This is a crucial point. Agentic AI isn't just about chatbots writing emails. It's about software that can make decisions, interact with other systems, and even spend money or trigger real-world actions. If you don't understand the capabilities and boundaries of these agents, you risk everything from data leaks to outright chaos. It's like giving the keys to your house to a stranger you barely know.
Exactly. The article highlights that risk mitigation for agentic AI means more than just standard InfoSec practices. You need to map what systems the agent can touch, what permissions it really has, and how it could potentially escalate its own access or make mistakes. A lot of companies seem to be skipping that step because the tech is moving so fast.
And the irony is, the more powerful these agents become, the more brittle and unpredictable things get. We're seeing early incidents where an AI agent sent out mass emails or made purchases it shouldn't have, just because guardrails weren't clear enough. The core message: treat agentic AI like you would a new employee. Onboard them, supervise them, and don't just assume they'll do the right thing.
Moving to a related topic, The Intercept just published a piece called Trump's AI-Powered World Wars. The article explores how AI is becoming a central issue in U.S. politics, with former President Trump reportedly emphasizing AI both as a tool for national strength and as a potential flashpoint for global conflict.
It's wild to see AI take center stage in geopolitics, but it makes sense. Whoever leads in AI could have an edge in economics, intelligence, and defense. The article raises concerns about AI arms races and how political rhetoric might fuel reckless development or deployment. Whether you agree with Trump or not, it's clear AI policy is now a major lever in international relations.
Switching gears, there's a fresh post on the AI coding culture divide. On LM Orchard's blog, The AI Coding Divide, Craft Lovers versus Result Chasers, digs into the split between developers who value the art of code versus those who just want fast results, often using AI tools.
This debate is heating up. Some programmers feel like AI is eroding the craft and joy of building software, while others see it as a way to work faster and focus on bigger problems. There's real grief among people who've spent years perfecting their skills and now see AI doing in seconds what once took hours. But it's not just nostalgia. There's also a risk that over-reliance on AI means losing touch with the fundamentals.
Speaking of AI's reach, Search Engine Land reports that AI assistants now account for 56% of global search engine volume. That means more searches are happening through AI-driven agents than through traditional search boxes.
That's a staggering shift. It's not just about Google versus Bing anymore. Now it's Siri, Alexa, ChatGPT, and other AI-powered assistants fielding the majority of queries. For websites and businesses, this upends SEO strategies. Instead of optimizing for keywords, now you have to think about how your content gets interpreted and delivered by AI models. The way people find information is fundamentally changing.
Let's talk about a real-world AI failure that's sparking outrage. The Grand Forks Herald reports on an innocent woman jailed for months after being misidentified by AI facial recognition. The case involved an AI system used in North Dakota, and despite the woman's protests and lack of evidence, the error wasn't caught for an extended period.
This is a nightmare scenario. It's one thing when AI gets a product recommendation wrong. It's another when someone's freedom is at stake. These kinds of failures highlight the dangers of over-trusting black box systems, especially in high-stakes settings like law enforcement. The backlash is real, and it's going to intensify the debate over AI accountability and transparency.
On a lighter but still important note, there's a new game on Hacker News called Slop-or-Not. Can you tell AI writing from human in everyday contexts? It's a crowdsourced benchmark where you try to spot the AI-generated text among real human posts from Reddit, Hacker News, and Yelp.
I tried it, and it's surprisingly tough. Even with experience, distinguishing between authentic and AI-generated writing is getting harder. This kind of project is valuable because it exposes how much so-called AI slop is flooding the internet. It also raises questions about trust. If we can't tell the difference, how does that affect public discourse and knowledge?
If you're building for the web, a new tool called Hugoifier promises to convert any HTML template into a Hugo and Decap setup using AI. The project, shared on GitHub, aims to automate the process of turning static HTML into a structured Hugo site, including partials, layouts, and a CMS config.
That's a big deal for developers and content teams who want to modernize old websites or prototype quickly. Automating the conversion process saves a ton of time and reduces manual errors. It's another example of AI taking the grunt work out of digital projects, but also shifting the role of developers toward integration and supervision.
Meanwhile, there's a fascinating experiment making waves. A team published 50 AI-assisted articles in 7 days to see if automated content could actually rank and convert in Google. They found that thin, generic content flopped, but comprehensive, data-rich, and human-edited articles performed well, and the human editing step was critical.
That lines up with what we're seeing across SEO. The era of low-effort AI spam is over. Search engines are cracking down. But if you combine AI speed with human judgment and depth, you get high-quality content that can still win in rankings. For publishers, the takeaway is clear. Automation helps, but you can't skip the editorial process.
Meanwhile, there's a fascinating experiment making waves. A team published 50 AI-assisted articles in 7 days to see if automated content could actually rank and convert in Google. They found that thin, generic content flopped, but comprehensive, data-rich, and human-edited articles performed well, and the human editing step was critical.
That lines up with what we're seeing across SEO. The era of low-effort AI spam is over. Search engines are cracking down. But if you combine AI speed with human judgment and depth, you get high-quality content that can still win in rankings. For publishers, the takeaway is clear. Automation helps, but you can't skip the editorial process.
Meanwhile, there's a fascinating experiment making waves. A team published 50 AI-assisted articles in 7 days to see if automated content could actually rank and convert in Google. They found that thin, generic content flopped, but comprehensive, data-rich, and human-edited articles performed well, and the human editing step was critical. ZDNet published a skeptical take on 2 hyped-up AI startups, why Moltbook and OpenClaw are the fool's gold in our AI boom. The article argues that these projects, despite their buzz, may be over-promising and under-delivering, especially when it comes to reliability and real-world value.
It's a good reminder that not every AI product with a flashy demo is worth betting on. In the rush to cash in on the AI boom, some startups are more about marketing than substance. As an industry, we need to stay critical, demand evidence, and focus on what actually works, not just what sounds exciting in a press release.
That's it for today's rundown. We covered the dangers of agentic AI, the political stakes of AI leadership, a shift in coding culture, the explosive growth of AI-driven search, and the human cost of AI mistakes. Plus, we spotlighted new tools and cautionary tales in the AI startup space. As always, links to all stories are in the show notes. Stay curious, stay critical, and keep sending us your questions and tips. That's your signal. See you next time.